Hello, everyone. Today I'm joined by Turk, my partner, and we're proud to present MilkyPay, a voice enabled, self custodial remittance solution built on the Stellar network with additional support for Bahamat's Fast Token and Forte's Smart Rules. So, MilkyPay tackles a significant problem in cross border payments. How do we make sending money globally as easy as speaking while maintaining security, low costs, and eliminating the need for recipients to have technical knowledge or wallets? Traditional remittance services suffer from a lot of problems. They have high fees with 5 to 7% on average, slow settlement times taking 2 to 5 business days, complex interfaces that create barriers to adoption, and recipient requirements including bank accounts and app downloads. Crypto solutions also face challenges, having technical complexity and steep learning curves, recipients needing wallets and crypto knowledge, and difficult onboarding and offboarding processes. That's why we built MilkyPay, which innovates by providing a voice-first interface, just speak to send money. Second, a unique link plus PIN claim system, no wallet needed for recipients. Third, multi-chain support supporting Stellar, XLM, and Bahamat FTN. Fourth, self-custodial architecture, users always control their keys. Fifth, integration with local fiat off-ramps via Stellar's anchors. And sixth, clean UIs with both light and dark modes. Let me walk you through a typical user journey. So I'm first going to go over and into this wallet that I've already created and basically send some funds. So as an example, actually first I'll show you, what's my current balance. This is just an example of using the voice mode feature. I can chat with the A balance
is
and it'll chat back and tell me how much my balance is. If I head over to the deposit tab, I'm able to deposit more money into my balance. If I ever to the withdraw tab, I'm able to withdraw my funds using off-ramps. If I ever go to the transfer tab, this is where I can actually make a payment. So in the background here, so this has time to process, let me send $5 to myself with a memo, hi heart. Give it a second. This animation does in fact error and has been a massive pain, but whatever. We'll close that off. And then from there, you can see I didn't get the notification. However, I did just receive a text message sent from your Twilio account. MilkyPay's user sent you $5 via MilkyPay. Message, hi heart. Use PIN 6724. So let's remember that PIN and head over. And let's enter it. 6724. I go over here. I press claim funds. And then it instantly takes me over to a temporary wallet page, if you give it a second here, where I can instantly off-ramp the funds I've now claimed. Easy, seamless, awesome, better UX, and perfect for people wanting to onboard into crypto. You can also purchase more crypto from within our app and get more XLM. We've also added features to allow recurring payments to happen, such as for paying bills or to landlords. You can also access your transaction history from within the app. We have user profiles, so you can have contact lists, and we're working on two-factor authentication. We've also set up push notifications and plan on adding biometric authentication shortly. With that in mind, I would like to pass it over to Turk to quickly touch on our code base and talk a bit more about some of these features. Wait, I'm on the wrong tab. There we go.
So, in terms of the code base, we have various moving parts involved. We have our Rust smart contract, obviously with our Cargo Toml for the smart contract on Stellar with Rust, which we have deployed that acts as an escrow engine. Aside from that, we have front end and back end. Obviously, we are using mainly TypeScript and React on the front end. Essentially, how the logic works is that the data is being the backend is interacting with our smart contract, which is our escrow engine, which deploys an escrow or essentially a temporary account for your friend, your family to claim money from with just a PIN and a link. At the same time, in our other integrations, we have Twilio, where, as Cole just demonstrated, we have the SMS functionality that just gets sent out. With that, thank you guys for listening.
Wait, a little bit more to touch on here. I did want to talk a little bit about the NLU processing for the AI. So we don't actually use, in the same extent, we don't use GPT entirely for processing these kind of voice commands, right? We felt it was better to have something that was truly deterministic, which is why we coded our own solution in to actually do this. So if I pull up it's not the anchor service. Sorry, I'm just looking for this within the many, many files as part of the solution. If you can't tell, this was a big, big grind for us. There's one that should be NLU processing in here. So if I head down to, it's a hook or a service, use NLU. There we go. So we do some pretty complex regex processing to actually determine what the command is, so it'll be consistently deterministic, allowing for the best possible user experience. With what Turk was saying in mind, we really hope you enjoy MilkyPay. Honestly, I think this is something that could be a genuinely really successful business if you guys show it the support that I think it deserves and Turk thinks it deserves. And so with that in mind, we both thank you so much for listening. Can't wait to demo to the judges at the event, and super happy to be at the hackathon. Thank you, EZA. Thank you, Stellar. Thank you, Bahama. And thank you, Forte.
CoinDesk.
And thank you, CoinDesk. Yes.